Hello, everybody. This is a new year. This is the very first video of the year or analysis of the year, and also the weekly analysis. So, we're going to start off with GBP. Actually, let's start off with gold, like usual, and then let's do GBPJPY, and then we're going to add a little bit of Bitcoin in the mix. So, for gold, let's start right away with gold. We can see on the monthly chart that we have been just going up for the last 2 months. Now this is going to be the third month just going up. We have an obvious area all the way at the top here at around 1960 area where we have this all of this liquidity here and this limit of zone, sorry. And there's a really high chance that we actually end up the month touching at least around this zone. But also we have a lot of powerful weeks. Like even this month, you see this month monthly week that didn't even have a week below, and that happened with 2 consecutive weeks already, and this is the previous week. So what I would be expecting out of the price is obviously buys will be the best trades you can take because we're still bullish. But when you go to the daily, even the daily has been bullish all the time, and even the 4 hour lately. 4 hours sometimes break structure, but just to go grab liquidity to key points before continuing going up, like it did, like a little bit here. Like you had a little bit of a structure here was broken, came to 1830, grabbed those orders, then continued going up and did the same around here. Here 1775, like this, 1775, broke structure here just to grab those orders, just to continue pushing up. And so sometimes you're gonna get that. Gold tends to do that, so don't be surprised if you actually break like structure on, or like even this level, which is a strong one, and 1900s, and you like even come all the way down here or even here, and still from here continue going up. So you can actually see if there's a trend. Like yeah, there's a trend coming, and like the retest of that trend is like down here or even down here if there's like a big news event that spikes a week. So anyways, higher time frame buy orders will be better because you don't have absolute, I don't see absolutely nothing right now that is telling me that we have to go down, and we're not supposed to predict, we're supposed to react. So going with buys will be better. This is a support in the 4 hour formed here, and this was a previous resistance. So even if you want to take this as a reference, even if you see a rejection from here, might be a good idea. I still don't see it here. This is not even an engulfing, and I don't see anything really quickly. Like, I'm not gonna be showing anything for scalps. So just the higher time frame. So I would favor anything that looks like buys from this level or from this level here, around here. I would favor anything that rejects this zone here, or obviously this whole retracement, because you can correct all of this and still continue being bullish. So I would be bullish. That's it. The sell scenario would be better if it is for scalps. Obviously, you can sell this all the way down, and that would be it. But if you want to have like a swing sell, then I would actually recommend that you wait for the formation 4 hour or 1 hour to give you maybe a double top or a head and shoulders or something strong against the key level. So I would be better, for example, I would feel way better if I see something happening up here, then sell that, and that could be a really good rejection. So for my bias on gold would be buys. GJ, yeah, I was drawing this in the Spanish video. Let's go with the monthly. The monthly, for the first time, is breaking structure. So as we can see, we since 2019 here, when we created this first support, this second support here, we have never broken like monthly bullish structure. Even if the wick did it, the body didn't. And this is the first time we actually break below structure here of the previous support on the monthly. So that's a major, indicator to pay attention for a potential flip on the higher time frame, and maybe this year becomes like a bearish trend or something. But we still have space to continue going up, even though the structure broke, and now the probabilities on the higher time frame to continue going down for the rest of the year now are here. And at the time of recording, this is 4:20 p.m. January 22nd, 2023. We have to pay attention also to the weekly, and the weekly right now is rejecting this massive key level at 155. It's actually 160, 156, I would say, the area, but obviously that's within the domain of 155.5. So this is a rejection, and also this candle of the weekly just closed above this weak support, a weak resistance, let's say, because it's just like a continuation of the bear trend. But it actually broke above it. So I would actually expect the probabilities of price to continue going up are still high. So even though we are in a bearish monthly structure and also weekly bearish structure, because this is the zone from where we fell and we haven't tapped into it yet. So it wouldn't make sense that the probabilities are higher in favor of going all the way up to 163, 164 area in the higher time frame, meaning maybe by the end of this week or next week, than to just drop from here. Now, we cannot ignore the strength of 161 here, but I think that this, which is everybody that knows me has heard me use the term intention wick. This looks a lot like an intention wick, meaning that the probabilities of continuing to 162 and even 164, 165, 163.5 all the way to 164 are really, really high. So I would actually favor anything that goes in that bias. Now, I would actually expect, now this is the 4 hour, that price maybe retraces down here from 160. And if you see, personally, this is what I would do. This is my trade because I haven't been trading gold much or anything, only GJ. If I see a good rejection from here, a good formation from here, 160, I will buy it. If I don't see a good formation, I will wait, and then I will wait for maybe price to visit down here, 159.3, something like that. If I see the rejection from here, awesome, then I'm gonna take it. And then, gonna expect price to keep pushing up. So that's it. It's just going with the bias. So the sell scenario would be, I would actually have to see price breaking below 157.7, like closing a candle here and then retesting here to, start to look for sells or something, or see a major pattern here against the 161. But like I said, this tells me that the probabilities of going up for the rest of the week, or on the higher time frame, are really, really high. So I will be expecting to buy here, and here. This is 158.5.6 area. So that's for GJ. And finally, Bitcoin. Bitcoin here. Everybody on the crypto community. Something really important is about to happen on Bitcoin. If you notice, when Bitcoin was in a bullish trend, it was when the monthly candles were bullish, the structure. So if you notice here, this is the first time when we actually flipped. This was bearish all the time, and since officially June, August 2020 is when actually the whole thing started, and that was when we broke this previous resistance on the monthly. And this was the confirmation, the closure above the whole thing. So, which is why I recorded a video like around this date, but it was in Spanish, where I was pretty much suggesting that this was the best time to like buy everything you could on Bitcoin. Now, here we have a lot of space to go and correct and grab orders, even if it wants to continue going down. But also this is something really interesting, which is that the monthly, the monthly created like this resistance here. So we could actually wait for the monthly to close here and then like above anything around here, actually let me show, yeah, around here. So even if we close above here, the monthly above 20,500, so above 20,500, it would be a really good indicator that on the mid short term we're gonna continue going up, but it wouldn't confirm to me officially necessarily that we're gonna start the bull trend, to be honest, because this is not a strong one. The Unluckily for us, the structure on the monthly, the safest continuation confirmation would be above here. So in that case, when it is too far away, the best we can hope or expect is for the monthly structure to create a bullish pattern, where you have a resistance, down support, and then you break the resistance, etc., and then you continue. So that's what I'm gonna be waiting for, anyways. We do have a about to close in 2 hours, bullish weekly structure. That's really, really good for the short term buy. So this would be a really, really good opportunity. I mean, in terms of probabilities, to start loading up, if you were to, like, if you really wanted to buy, like around here, which is where I have my orders to getting again. I took some profits around here. I will take more profits at 24,000 raw, flat. 24,000 is around here, is below this line, and then leave a little bit more just for in case we continue going up. But if we're correct, then I have orders waiting here and here. Now, our buying bitcoins really high has a really high probability of you gaining, because the moment we close this in 2 hours, this is gonna be it's gonna flip the probabilities to go up for a short term. Now, the moment you tap into 30,000, be careful. 30,000 was a strong level here of liquidity, and everything else like above 30,000 is 30,000, 35,000, etc. All of those levels, you could see reversals happening, because this is not new to GJ. To Bitcoin, it's done it in the past like this. So it could literally do something like this. Everybody was excited, and then still corrected like almost all the way down before it actually continued the bullish trend. And honestly, I think that in terms of market cycle, we're still a little bit too early to expect like a bull run. But obviously, we only have to wait. We only have to react. For now, it's really high probability and good idea in terms of technical analysis to buy anything that retraces on Bitcoin. So thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe. This is Joel Medina. I do this every week. This is my first one of the year, and hopefully we're gonna be able to do this every week again. Give me a like to support the channel if you like this, obviously. If you don't, then you don't have to do anything because I don't think the dislike button is not even working anymore. So anyways, have a great start of the week. Have a great start of the year, even though it's almost a month already into the year, and I'll see you next week. Have a